Good evening, welcome to the Professor Maima Show. Hope you are doing well wherever watching me from around the world. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. So today I want to talk about the Kenyan music industry, and I want to talk as a big fan, even though now I'm in my middle age. So my name is Professor Maima, and I've been listening to Kenyan music for a very long time, from the days of This Is It, Music 10, on our national television. In fact, when the television was only one, and people used to listen to music on cassettes, and then you would rewind them using a pen, isn't it? So that's why I'm talking about a letter to Kenyan musicians. A letter to Kenyan musicians. I've heard the issue of the story of one of our greatest musicians, Willie Paul. I had that fracas with I don't know, with Diamond. Although me, I just believe all that fracas was just planned. It was just a setup, because there's no way in the world you can go to a concert. They have paid you money in advance. You refuse to perform, and they let you just to go comfortably. You just fly out. No, this was just a setup. The one day they will explain to us. I know the music organizers. This was just a ploy. Maybe Diamond was not supposed to even perform. His stable, his other musicians were the ones who were supposed to perform. Diamond just came here. How can I put to offer just moral support to Zuchu, I don't know, Rayvanny and the rest. Although Rayvanny is not even in the Wasafi music stable. So that's beside the point. Now this is my letter. Dear Kenyan musician, I've been an ardent fan of Kenyan music from day one. Before that, I used to listen to West African music, American music, R&B, what else? Country music, Dolly Parton and the rest. When it came to rap music, hip hop, we had Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, you know the story. But in the early 2000s, something happened. There was a music group, it's called music group, came up of local artists singing. They were singing on KBC. People showed interest. And then we had groups like Kalamashaka, Kate South Flavor, and the rest. Then it's called a music group. Can you call it what? A music company, isn't it? Called the Ogopa DJs. I don't know, I like the Ogopa DJs came out, a music company by the name Ogopa DJs. A record label, yeah, the word is record label. The record label known as Ogopa DJs came up. It had artists like the late Issa, the late K-Rapt, our legend Nameless, Amani, and the rest. And they started a music genre called Kapuka. From 2004 to 2011, they really ruled the airwaves. Before now, the gospel music took over through the Groove Awards and what have you. And you know the story. So this is for the young Gen Zs. Before Kenyan music became big, Zaire music was big, American music was big, they have said. When our music was big, our artists had a few ingredients that made them big. And I'm going to talk of those ingredients, just on top of my head. Number one, they had what can I say? They had consistency. You see, Nameless has had consistency, presenting music every year, isn't it? Although these days consistency has gone to the power of two. Nameless, Diamond and Harmonize, his countrymate, they're producing music like every other month. No month passes without Diamond being in the studio presenting music and a video every month. Until people say they are bored with him. But what they don't know, Diamond's consistency has made him be everywhere. If you don't listen to Diamond's music in any month, you ask yourself a question. Same with Harmonize, even Zuchu. So be consistent. Social media. Kenyan are the people who consume social media the most when compared to other countries in Africa. In fact, the only country that defeats us in Africa is maybe South Africa and Egypt. But the rest, even Nigerians, are on top of them in terms of social media because our outreach of social media, Wi-Fi is accessible, it's cheap. So most of the views of Diamond or any big artist in Africa, Kenyans have form a percentage there. Like Diamond, over 60% of his views on any social media, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, are by Kenyans, isn't it? So social media. What do Kenyans musicians do on social media? Yes, they are there, but what are they putting out? Are they putting out content that's relevant to their music? No, they just clout chase with irrelevant things. If I was a Kenyan musician and I had millions on social media, I'll be engaging them at least every day. Just talk to them like the way I'm doing here. I'm not a Kenyan musician, but I'm here like most of the time just talking my 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 talking my story, saying my story, giving my story. Those who wants to listen to me, they don't want to listen, but I'm here. Imagine if I had over, let's say even a million subscribers or a million followers on Instagram, the numbers will grow. People will share me. You are a Kenyan musician. Use social media. If like now, I want to do a concert, isn't it? Like now, December, there are big concerts that are coming on, and most of the people who are going to be opening the new year are foreigners. Well, how did that happen? The year 2004, Juakadi, who's the pioneers of Kenyan music in the early 2000, held it was at KCC 2000 and is it 2000 and I don't remember 2008. He had an album launch at KCC. Over 5,000 people attended. Even I remember the story because a lady was beaten on some region I don't want to talk about. It was very unfortunate, but a lady was beaten because it was excess. Over 5,000 people showed up on Juakali's album launch, New Year's album launch. I think it's 2008, 2009, something like that. Isn't it? Why are Kenyan musicians not doing major concerts? Nothing prevents Kenyan musicians for the new year to come together and do a big music concert and earn big money because new year people want to spend. So I've talked about consistency, social media. Number three, management. You see, we report that was an unfortunate incident, whether it was staged or not. You could have easily gotten hurt. Like our neighbor here, this Ugandan musician who was very popular. He got in such fight and got killed. You understand? Management is everything. The reason Nameless is still around was well managed with the Ogopa DJs when Ogopa was still around. They used to manage Nameless, Amani, Wahoo. Well managed. They look at their schedule. They look at when they're supposed to perform, how they interact. Isn't it? They even get them deals by the use of social media. In fact, it would have even been easy for Willie Paul with a good management to be getting for him endorsements. Because now, if you look at the way Commandi does, remember during Corona, whenever you got a company to endorse him, he would always be there. We know that Command is working with a Lotto music. It's called Lotto Milk. Lotto Milk. Is it Lotto or something like that? You understand? So if you're a Kenyan musician and you get luck because it's very few get it, an endorsement to the corporate, make it so big. Put them on your social media so that other companies feel envy. They also jump on board. So consistency, social media, management is important. And then another thing is discipline. Our Kenyan musicians lack discipline. Someone is just drinking, all that. Also discipline in studio in terms of you take your craft seriously. You're always in studio. Remember Tupac? Tupac before he died at the age of 25, he had removed how many albums? Nearly 10. One our Kenyan musician, like I'll give example, I have nothing against her, Sasur. She's a very good musician. But she has been surviving on one song for 2 years. That can't happen. Well, people are upcoming artists in Tanzania are producing like one song every other month, any other month. If you go to any upcoming artist in Tanzania, they have a minimum of even 20 songs and videos, and they're upcoming. This lady, she's a very intelligent lady. She's very talented, but she's surviving on one music, which brings me to another point. They're not professional. If you take music to be your what, bread and butter, to be your 8 to 5 job, to be your work. In fact, if you take music to be your work, your career. In fact, the word is to be your career. You should be professional. Produce music. Remove a hit song, which is luck. Me saying hit songs are luck. The people say you do a hit song by design. No, it's luck. Like when Diamond came up with this hit song with Davido, it was, to me, it was luck. They just met and did. So then you have to be professional. You have to ensure every year is removing an album. And then when the new year comes, you do album launch every new year. When people are celebrating the new year, you're doing your album launch. You do it because Nairobi is full. You go to even a place like Nakuru, Naivasha, because people are hungry for entertainment. You say, it's my album launch. And you have your hit song there, the highlighting song. You get 2 or 3 musicians to come and help you. So, new year, everyone knows that someone like Sasud is launching an album every year. People are anticipating, you're moving to other towns, maybe Mombasa this year, next year, Naivasha, what? And you have corporates, because corporates have come to you and you're using your social media to promote their brand. Yes. And then another thing on professionalism, how you dress, how you act. People should know you are professional. You are taking your craft very, very seriously. And then another thing is communication skills. You can engage someone like Professor Maima to teach you how you talk, speak good English. You cannot just be posting on anything. You have someone who manages your social media, someone with communication like me. You post things that are relevant. You don't enter into politics. No. You just present, yes, how you talk in interviews, how you dress. If you're called for an interview, it starts at 9. Ensure you leave your house at 6. You're in the studio there by 7. So when they meet, the presenters come in, they see you waiting. They say, oh, you are serious. But if you're called for an interview, they're calling you, you're saying, oh, you're in traffic jam. I've seen it. I've been on live, watching live TV, someone's coming for an interview, but it's late. That shows indiscipline. You have to be disciplined. Be strategic like Diamond. What did Diamond do? He started doing, I saw it in an interview in the year 2017. He said it live. He said he was strategic. He did his first collab with Davido. It became a very big hit song here in Africa. I've forgotten even the name. He went to South African, and then he went to international. I think someone from Mexico, and then after that he came to East Africa, consolidated East Africa. So by producing music all the time, he blanketed East Africa. When you think of East Africa, it's Diamond, then Harmonize, Zuchu, and then what, Rayvanny, Sauti Sol. I don't know who else. Yeah, no, Nyachinsky. Then after that, the others, isn't it? You see, you have to be known. You have to be strategic. If now, if I was a Kenyan musician, here in East Africa, there's a big market in South Sudan. There's a big market in Burundi and Rwanda. Get someone in Burundi, or Rwanda, they speak French, isn't it? Present a song whereby the chorus is in French. Even the chorus in French. In fact, it's a French. The chorus is French. The title of the song is French, chorus French, but the rest is just you sing your Kiswahili, Swahili language now for the rest of East Africa. People will be listening. This is a French song with a chorus, and then it's Kiswahili. You understand? So strategy zero for Kenyan musicians. And then something else, your value. Look at Diamond's red card. Diamond, when he started off, was being paid when concerts. He was saying he started off with 1 million shillings. Now it's 20 million. Kenyan artists, when you give them 500,000, they're accepting because they're suffering. Once you are a big name, say this is my amount. Start. Let me even advise them. Start with 5 million. It doesn't matter even if you are headlining for anyone. Start with 5 million. At first they will avoid you, but because you're producing so much good music that everyone wants you, the ladies want you, the fans want you, you won't be ignored. They'll pay you that 5 million of yours. And as you start doing collabos with international artists, you double it. You say it. Mine is it's $100,000, 10 million. Time you'll be asking $1 million like Burna Boy. Burna Boy now is called. He said he's asking for. Did I read? Did I read? Well, yeah, $1 million. Is it $1 million? Yeah, 130 million. Yes, Burna Boy is asking for $1 million, 130 million Kenya shillings, because that's what he gets paid in America. Those European countries, $1 million. That to us is that serious money, but to the developed countries that's nothing. Jay-Z can even ask for $5 million and is paid. So that's what I'm saying. Your value. Our Kenyan musicians have cheapened themselves. They get paid peanuts. How can someone like Diamond come to Kenya being paid 20 million Kenya shillings or $50,000, and our Kenyan artists are being paid $500,000? I don't know. $500,000 is $5,000. Imagine $5,000. Another one is being paid 150,000. Who's the joke? So produce so much content, do so many collabos that people can't ignore you. Like cricket. If the cricket is in your house and it's making noise, you won't ignore it. You'll try to sleep, turn, you'll go for it. Even these promoters will start paying you. Will say, okay, you're paying they're paying you $50,000. In 2 years, they'll be paying you 150,000, because your music, as you produce more hit songs, more collabos, and your following on social media is growing, and your views on YouTube, everyone will want you. And there was a time when Paul was there when he was doing that song Jiwa with the Nandi of Tanzania. I think it was before Corona. He was just there. Now what he wanted is just strategy. Move from Nandi, go to a South African, yes. Go to a West African, yes. But for now, I've told Kenyan artists, it's called, I'm never wrong, it's called Ragamuffin. Dancehall is coming back in a way, below the water, but it's coming back slowly big. So if Kenyan artists were clever, they'll get Jamaican artists upcoming, but the ones who have potential, and start doing collabos with them. I'm telling you, in the next 2 years, dancehall, like the way it was those days of Shaggy, Sean Paul, is coming back. The next 2 years, dancehall is going to rule the world like a nonsense. People now want music that entertains them, because you have the president in America called Trump. He's a man who creates drama. So people like dancehall because it's energy. We have a president in the US who is energetic, so American will be energetic, and that will flow to the rest of the world. Those days of Biden, R&B music, bongo music, slow music, is people don't want it. They want chap chap. Elon Musk, chap chap, going space. So if Kenyan musicians were clever, they should start engaging with Jamaican dancehall. If you are a gentleman like Willie Paul, get a lady musician from Jamaica to do a collab. Because once you're in Jamaica, you'll just enter into America. They'll listen you to in America, and you start moving. You start being paid $1 million. That's my letter. Yours faithfully, Professor Maima. Thank you. So this is the Professor Maima show. I want to pray for you who's watching me, that you have a long life. Your dreams become reality. You become rich and prosperous, not only you, your children, grandchildren, and all your generations. I pray for peace in Kenya, a good festive season, good celebrations, and everyone stays safe. Those are my prayers. Amen. So as I always say, Kwaheri ya kuonana, kwaheri.